Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, comrades of the Soviet Republic, workers' resources, People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture 189. We're getting close to 200 here. 100 was supposed to be the last one. Maybe 200 will be the last one. But no, we're fine-tuning in waiting for new computer hardware, and then when it's here with hopefully a lot higher frame rate, we'll take it all in a few trips. As soon as you're done, we're going to change this line around, and the pipes cornucopia here is what it's called, line. Could you hurry up a little bit, you think? I only have 33 workers on this. Please tell me that you brought enough resources to actually finish the whole bit. Yeah, you did. Good. We put it in here, maybe. And we move this one. There you go. I'll go there instead. And it should all be good. It's showing like so, but it's going to split up between both of these. So when the next train arrives here, it would go here instead. You claim that there is no oil available for you to load. Oh, that's true. That's because these two trains are currently in here sucking up all of it. Oh, certainly. Most definitely. That's how it is. Oh, we can only wait a little bit for that to finish, and in the meantime, you go out here. There's another construction train returning home. Very good. How far have they gotten on this? They're working on it. Not quite finished yet. This they have not even started on. No, we're going to start them on this then. Did this have electricity? I forgot to check as usual, as is very much often the case. No. Or yes, maybe. We do the exact same thing, put it where it is. Yeah, I think it should be fine. I did have it mirrored. Yeah, I think it is fine. Piping is done. Just need... Oh, piping is not quite done. They're still working on this. No workers or mechanism. Need 32 tons of steel to do this. And yeah, how much did you bring? Not enough. There seems to be not very many workers here or something. It's moving very slowly. You don't have enough resources to go all the way. No, you don't. I predict. Because then what we'll do is with train distribution office currently has this as an assigned thing where it doesn't actually do anything. We'll remove that and instead use this one for such purposes. Yes. Okay, wood distribution that we did a bit of last time. Is that working? I think it is. I also remember to add the sawmill into the distribution list. And you do 3 things except the sawmill, which ought to be the chemical plants. Yep, I think you're good. And you get things at the 3 various wood cutting posts, so you put it into here. And that's full. Whenever that gets low, we'll import via the road. Traffic's a bit messy here. I wonder when this will break down completely and disturb the food chain to such an extent that we might not get food. I don't think there's anything to worry about. It is when a ship is here, such as this one, and loading up on the food that they have here, then they get sort of busy. Why aren't you going to the road cargo station? That would make much more sense for you to do. Beer distribution. You don't do that. You go, you load your grain here instead. Much better, much quicker, much more efficient. This, I was looking at the electrical components factory. It now produces 1.1 tons of electrical components per workday. Wasn't it like 1.3 when I built these? But they say the mechanic that makes the electronics more complicated to make as time goes along, that should clamp at 2018 or something, thereabouts 2020 something. And it's 2050 now, so it should have been at steady state for a while. I might be making this up, that it was more than 1.1, but I don't think so. Because I was pretty sure that 2 of these would cover 1 of these. That requires 2.9 tons of electrical components per workday, and you only do 1.1 ton. That's nowhere near enough. However, economy and trade, last year, we did not import very much electronics at all. 14 tons, 24 million, 25 million's worth. That is more or less a rounding error. We can check even here domestic consumption and production for the last year and see if we did consumption of resources at the citizens' facility. 496 tons of electronics, and production of resources, electronics, 489. It's pretty close. It will have to be considered close enough. You're not managing to build up any significant amount of chemicals here in your storage thing. They are in high demand. Very high demand. Right then, so we're waiting for the final bit of railroad here. We're waiting for this to be built. They are well on their way. The overall construction progress is at about 2%. But at least we have a lot of workers on site. Pipe's finished. Pipe goes down to harbor. Very good. As it stands right now, though, we might be a bit backed up on the oil here. A little bit, since I don't think that we can pump this down to the harbor as it stands right now. No, but we're pumping it into the oil refineries, and that's good enough. Yes. How's this going? What? This? The train has been. I might not have asked it to wait until loaded, though. Oh. Also, you'll have to go empty. There, one time. the acceleration is not significant. No, it's incredibly slow actually, but that's okay. We don't need it to be fast. We just need it to be reliable. And hopefully the train up ahead will have made it, gotten out of our way by the time that we get there, so that we won't be held up and need to stop. Once we have gained the momentum, there's no problem to keep it up. And the observant, among you may have noticed that I have relaned this. Racing of the terrain, gaining of altitude for the train, since it was a bit rough around the edges and twisty and did not look quite right. Now it is pretty smooth and pretty what would you say, a nice gradient, a little bit bumpy but not too bad. And it's green to go to the bridge. Something has a question mark over there. What could that be about? It disappeared. Did it figure it out? Yeah, it's one of these ships here in the river. They get stuck sometimes, but they usually figure it out. Yeah, they do. Now, if you wouldn't mind finishing these, which you should be doing, I think. No, there is no vehicle coming. Here there is a vehicle coming, but there is no vehicle coming for this one. I think that the previous train construction set is still heading back. That's why. That's why nothing's happening. Okay, and in other news, if we remember, some time ago, we were trying to build yet another prison up here. Here. We ran out of bricks. The brick ship has arrived, so I think it is time to continue the construction. Yeah. We do these construction offices. Yeah, you work on that. And then please, we try and make a mental note of remembering to catch that when it is finished, so that we can get, supplies to them. And another thought I had about this mountaintop. Since we have the cable car going down the hill, mostly with students, when they arrive in town, they have all the services they need within walking range, and this place does accept passengers. So we could actually have some residential buildings up here. I think that we could have some residential buildings up here. We'd also need then to have, kindergartens. Although the terrain is what it is here. Terrain, I think I would like it reasonably close to that this is not doing anything. That doing anything more? Yeah, that does a bit more. Oh, there's a power line. I see. That's why it's being a bit troublesome. I am not afraid to cut a bit of electricity let it be known in the name of progress. Although I'm not quite sure what this had as an effect. They still have power. Most of them might actually have some sort of redundancy in the power supply up here. As if we could get this to sort of flatten out. Yes. It's getting there. It is getting there. It's just a little bit of harsh terrain conditions that we need to contend with. But it is flattening out electricity problem. Okay, the gas station had an electricity problem. Is that it? May not want to know what else is going on. Say if we could do something like this, get a lot or a bit of space in here for more residential buildings. And that would also help with the staffing up here a bit. I was thinking the staffing at the prisons and orphanages is not the best. It could be better. It could be a lot better. So that's the idea of putting in these residential buildings. What type are we going for? I don't know. First and foremost though, we need to put this power line back. Where did it go? It is right here. I think we take it back a bit and take it on the other side of the thing. Some other infrastructure is in the way. There we go. Get that. And we bring the helicopter construction crew to do that as quickly as possible. We could do stock residential buildings. We haven't done those for a while. Residential areas, large. I mean, these have served us pretty damn well. How exactly would you go about laying these out? The way I always do. As tightly packed together as possible. Did we even get another row, another pair? No. But we could get that, and we could quite possibly also get one here on the end. There you see. There, and we do some foot-based. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Would that have been the power pylon, maybe? What was this about? Is there something underground? Ah, yes, there is something underground. It is a heating pipe or electrical wire that is not dug down deep enough. These are always so very annoying, but I have learned from my previous mistakes, and that is to dig these down further. Then you won't get these issues. See, it was the electrical wire that was causing the issues. Here we go. Plan this in, and as soon as is possible, also replace that power line that we just cut. Here. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Are you going to be this way now? Okay. Well, I can remove more if that is going to help you. That seems to help you. Building in the way. Yeah, I've sort of built a residential building on top of this. Now, will that be allowable? Yes. Great. And we get the helicopters to do this too. Yes. Okay, and we get the regular construction officers up here to do whatever they can get to. Like that, and yeah, they will all be able to walk to there. They might not be able to walk to hospital here, but there is a hospital at down there, where so they can get on the cable car and go down and visit doctor, and do shopping and go to pub or whatever they want to do. Yes, I think that's it. Well, the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture for this time. Need to stay a little bit on top of the prison construction, because if that gets finished, and I forget to set the distribution office for it, that reminds me, we have a little bit of a poor situation here. Poor, but we have many things here now that require supplies. Like a lot of things. How many prisons and orphanages and what else? I think it is time that we get them a storage place of their own up here actually, and bring it in bulk and then distribute it around. That makes sense, right? I think that makes sense. So let's do that. If this terrain would be manipulatable, which it isn't. Smooth it out? Not really. Not a whole lot is happening. I think it is smooth enough now so that we can get the road up here. A traffic jam involving those things. What's going on here? What have you gotten yourself into? You're out of fuel. Yes, that's because that thing was without power, but it has power again. So what's your problem? No fuel stations in range. That is a shame. I'm going to have to deal with that some other time. The solution is to send them to the depot and then send them out on the road again. Yes, for now though, I'm just going to fix this up. General cargo, a warehouse. A warehouse, and a freezer. Ooh, food, meat storage there, and a road cargo station. The other variety, please. There. No snapping. Here you see, we'll bring food and things up here, and it should be a lot easier for them to only drive this short bit. Electricity, you forgot, I think. This is not going to cover it now, is it? No, it's not. Warehouse. Not quite. Very close, but not quite. Since the warehouse, okay, screw it. Since the warehouse is the only thing that was actually without power supply, I think that we can move it just ever so slightly to get it to work. General cargo warehouse. Oh, you have electricity. There you go. Now I need to take care of these. Oh, there was quite a few of them too. Yes, but I'll take care of that. Meanwhile, here, thank you so very much for watching. Can I even get a hold of all of these? I think that we can do it this way. List of vehicles within 1 kilometer, and we take the ones that are without fuel here. Which turned out to be a few. Snowplow is also without fuel. Yes, but that's okay. Maybe. Depot down here, where we have too many excavators. Yeah, this will be a little bit tedious then. I can only do a few at a time. But yes, thank you so very much for watching. The 189th installment of the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture. I wish you a very good night. Cheers.